Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Good day, good day, good day, good day. Yeah. Good day, good morning, good evening to you, my friend. How are you doing? How you holding up, my friend? Welcome back to the As a Man Thinketh series, Day 7. Day 7, I hope that you've gone back and watched days 6 through 1. If you haven't, go back, please. You don't want to miss what is in there, please. Because I am giving you all the greatest thoughts and information that I have to help you ramp up your life and anchor yourself to something strong, noble, blessed, abundant, and powerful. And it's time to continue, my friend. Woof! We have covered a lot of ground talking about a lot of amazing things in this book, and there's so much more to come. And we are at day 7, closing up this week, a cap to the week, and I hope that you're taking a moment to realize, wow, there is more power inside me than I ever realized. There's more power and wisdom in this world than I was inviting in, and I'm grateful to receive more. And baby, I'm grateful to give more. Let's do this. 7th morning. The will to evil and the will to good are both within thee. Which wilt thou employ? Thou. Which will thou employ? Thou knowest what is right and what is wrong. Which wilt thou love and foster? Which destroy? Thou art the chooser of thy thoughts and deeds. Thou art the maker of thine inward state. The power is thine to be what thou wilt be. Thou buildest truth and love, or lies and hate. Whew. Blow the candles out, baby. Wow. This one is really cutting to the heart of it. So if I don't know if I brought this up in other days, I think I did talk about Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was a man who went through concentration camps. He was a Jew who endured the hardest things that he's ever seen. You know, people being starved deliberately, people being lit on fire so that their fat can burn it into soap that could be used and recycled later. It is heinous. It is gross. Never remember that malevolence exists in the world, especially with everything going on right now. But Viktor Frankl says the line of good and evil cuts through the hearts of all men, meaning, remember the 1,000 joys that we can bring into the world, the 1,000 ills? You have within you evil and good. You have within you the spark and seed for both. So which are you going to nurture and foster? In fact, do you even recognize when evil is showing up in your life? Now, when I say the word evil, what am I referring to? I'm referring to that ego inside of you that wants to make you feel separate from the great grander whole of life, that makes you feel separate from others, that makes you feel disconnected and invisible and rejected and denied love, that makes you feel like the world doesn't understand you, that no one understands you in your life. That is the evil inside of you that is trying to convince you that you're a victim of life, that you're a victim of your own mind and pains and emotions and troubles. But it's also getting you to feel super special, like you're better than others, like you deserve things, that you're entitled to things. That is the evil I'm talking about. And it is the thing that we must all overcome each day and choose. Are we going to give in to that? Are we going to hate others and feed the drama that the news gives us, that these other lies and fabricated bullshit that's out there, are we going to let that convince us of what's true? Or are we going to foster the love and goodness that is in us, the power to connect with others, the power to see things as they are and make sense of things without all the crazy stories being woven? Which will you foster? Which will you choose? I have to say, like, when I recognize in myself that evil coming up, that egoic separation, making me feel special, the jealousy, the envy, the anger. Look, like when you're going through Instagram and you're seeing all these influencers living their lives, it's like what you see in the frame, you know? It's like you got this picture or this video and you're getting this little piece of this person and you're being told by this person, you know, I've got it made, I got the life. It's like you don't really know like what's going on there. You only get to see what they present. And you have to decide in that moment how you're going to think about what you're seeing. Because if you feel like you're missing out, if you feel angry at this person, if you want to lash out, like, you have to recognize that there is a piece of you that can choose to do ill, choose to do good, choose to see this person in a different way, to choose to be happy for their success, to choose to be happy that you have the ability to go do something yourself and succeed, to choose within you the highest promptings within you. This is hard for me. Look, I'm not going to front and say it's easy showing up to the day and not feeling jealous of other people. It's easy to show up to the day and not get angry at, the people I live with not doing the dishes or not putting things away right. Like, believe me, we all deal with the day-to-day grind and the BS and the smoke and mirrors and all the things that keep us angry and not happy. But you have to recognize that that is a choice. That's why in the first day, he talks about showing up to the day with cheerfulness, making sure that you choose it, because that is a choice. It is a muscle you must flex daily. And I want you to flex that muscle. If you have any trouble flexing that muscle, you just let me know. Seventh evening. Seventh heaven. Seventh evening. The teaching of Jesus brings men back to the simple truth that righteousness, or right doing, is entirely a matter of individual conduct, and not a mystical something apart from a man's thoughts and deeds. Calmness and patience can become habitual by first grasping through effort a calm and patient thought, and then continuously thinking it and living in it until its use becomes second nature, and anger and impatience pass away forever. So this is a great juxtaposition to the seventh morning, obviously. Now, again, I must constantly reiterate, I am an unconventional Jew, and I am not a Christian, a Catholic. I am not someone who abides by the New Testament or whatever the heck it's called. Like, I love Jesus. He's a great man, and he teaches us powerful things. And I believe in taking the gold from every tradition that I can and instituting the best in my life and leaving the rest behind. And what Jesus says is to recognize you have, as an individual, the power to do right things, that it's not something mystically apart from you, like, oh, you finally wake up and it's the right day and maybe you won the lottery and now you can be a good person, or you got that job so now you can be a good person, or you met that one guy, now you could be a good person, or you got to shake your mentor's hand now. No, like, you could choose to be a good person, to be a right doing, right thinking, soulful being, soul traveler, today. And what he's really revealing here is a bombshell. So in the coaching industry, this second paragraph is really it in a nutshell. It's the power that allows us to help you harness your better self. And that is by the habitual grasping of thoughts through effort, meaning if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Like these shoes, when I was 6 years old and I learned how to tie them for the first time, I cried, but I had to get down on my knee and I had to tie that shoe again until it became second nature, meaning subconscious, meaning something a part of me that I don't have to think about. It's automatic, just like the words that are coming out of my mouth. I don't have to think about how these words are made. No, they just come, baby. So you, by taking a thought, say that thought is, I want to become a meditator. I am becoming a meditator. I am becoming calmer in my life. I'm becoming a more righteous being. I am, 1,000-aire, I am a millionaire. I am strong. I am powerful. I am goodness. I am humble. I am worthy. I am joyful. I am loved, lovable, all these things. If you think it over and over, calmly, continuously, with effort, and start thinking, oh, what does a joyful person do on a daily basis? How can I live in joy? What does a rich person do each day? How can I live as if I have a rich life? That is the whole seeing before believing, or believing before seeing thing. That is the whole, what law of attraction is teaching us, is that if we can act it out, if we can embody it, then it will become second nature. Then if we can invite goodness in, it will replace our mind's normal inclination to anger and evil. And all the impatience, all the anger will pass away, because you'll have seen, oh, it's one of these moments where I've taught myself, where I thought over and over how to do it, and I now show up as the thing. I wasn't always a good speaker. I wasn't always a good presenter. No, I had to practice. Do you know how many takes I used to have to do? Now I can do this all in one go, but I used to have to do it over and over and over and over, and it was so backbreaking. But I showed up, and I made it second nature, baby, and I became a great MFing speaker. And I'm here today because I showed up and became the thing. And I thought over and over, I am a speaker. I'm a quality, amazing, powerful speaker making impact on the lives and hearts of those I love. And that's you. So thank you for joining me here today. I sincerely am grateful that we made it through this first week together. And if you haven't watched any of the other days, make sure you go back, watch days 1 to here, 1 to 7, and just take time to really synthesize, meaning sit with it, and let this information really roll around in your mind and start thinking, where am I screwing up? Where am I screwing up in the ways I think about others? Where am I screwing up in the ways I think about myself and the way I treat myself? And how is that impacting those around me? Are you the beacon of light in your life? Or are you the rainy cloud that shows up in people's day? Because I want you to be that rainbow and sunshine when the day is hardest. Because right now our world is suffering. It is suffering physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and we need to come together. We need to unite to make sense of what is the truth. And we can find truth together, baby. Again, my name is Head Coach Jordan here at Without Bounds Now on the IG, Without Bounds Coaching on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Come back for tomorrow with day 8. I got so much more to come. Much love to you, and be well.